Hello everyone and welcome. This is Christine with Pattern Crafts, and today I thought I'd share with you some goodies I picked up. One of my Christmas presents this year is I had asked for some money to get some craft supplies. So I thought I would share with you what I picked up. I made a purchase at the Scrapping for Less store, and I also purchased a couple things on Amazon. So first let me show you what I picked up at Scrapping for Less. So I did pick up some Distress Oxide. This is the color Barn Door, and I'll tell you why I picked this up after, because it kind of goes with a few different things. I'm going to be doing, I wouldn't really say an experiment, but I definitely want to try out a couple of different techniques and see which one I like best. I also have recently become very obsessed with La La Land stamps. I love the size of these stamps. They're really nice and big and perfect for practicing Copic coloring. So I picked up this one here. This is At the Beach Molly, and she is a really good size stamp. And there's no sentiment that comes with this one, but she should be fun, and I should have no problems finding a sentiment somewhere in my other stamp sets for her. I also picked up the Enchanted Marcy, and this one does come with two sentiments. I mean, look how fun that dress would be to color in. Also, that dress would be really pretty for a lot of different pattern papers. So for some little paper piecing, that might be fun. And the sentiments are, you are simply enchanting and make your own magic. Then I did pick up this stamp set here from My Favorite Things. It's called Unbearably Cute. So we got these 4 little polar bears. We have I'm Dreaming of Spending Time with You, Snow Place Feels Like Home Without You, and Without You Life is Unbearable. This is an older stamp set. I don't know which year it is, but it's definitely an older one. But I just thought they were kind of cute. It's a little bit smaller than I thought when I bought it, but polar bears are pretty easy to color, so I'm not going to be too intimidated by that. I also picked up this Cup of Love stamp set. I had purchased like this die set that cuts out like 2 mugs, and you can like color it in to have like coffee or tea or hot cocoa, like whatever you want. Like basically, unless you tell somebody what it is, they're going to assume it's one of those 3 things. So I just thought it'd be fun to add some sentiments to go with those. So I have We're the Perfect Blend. This one is for you, Coffee Date Soon, Sending You a Cup of Love, You're the Coffee to My Cup, Happiness is a Cup of Coffee with a Good Friend, Life Happens but Coffee Helps, With You It Was Love at First Sip, I Owe You One, and Oh Frap. So I thought that was really fun, and I also have some coffee stamps that these sentiments would be able to help out with. I also picked up this poinsettia stencil. This is from Kaiser Craft, and this stencil is one of the reasons why I purchased this Distress ink. And I'll share my thoughts on that in a moment. Let me just finish up what else I picked up. I did pick up just a couple of dies. This is the Cool Beans die from Avery Elle, and I do have the stamp set, and this die was on sale for a really good price, so I went ahead and just picked that up. And same with this die here. I have the stamp. And again, it was there was like this little part of, I guess like dotted lines or something, and sometimes it's hard to cut that out with the scan and cut, and fussy cutting is a real pain, so I decided to go ahead and purchase the die for that. And this I didn't really have to, other than it was a great price, so I figured why not. I also picked up this stencil from Newton's Nook. I absolutely love it. I think it is so fun with all these stars. They're kind of bigger and they get smaller as they cascade down. Oh, and it's Cascading Stars stencil. So really fun. I picked up a Spectrum Noir sparkle pen. So if you're not familiar, I believe it's going to be super similar to my Wink of Stella. This is just the Spectrum Noir's version. And I think this is just the clear one because that's the one I tend to use the most. And I needed a white gel pen, so I went ahead and picked up this Uniball Signo Broad white gel pen. I also purchased some Nuvo Glimmer Paste. This is the, I want to make sure I say it correctly because it is my absolute favorite. I don't know why I can't find a name on there. I did the other, I think it's like White Blizzard. Anyway, it's basically just a clear, it's got the thing still on it. It's clear and glittery and absolutely beautiful. And I don't think this is at all going to pick up how pretty. How pretty. Let's see if I can get this to, no, it's not going to. Anyway, it's just really, really pretty. I also picked up this Nuvo Glitter Accents. So it's this red glittery Nuvo. And so I purchased this and this and this so I could play with this stencil. I thought, like when I saw this stencil, I was like, wouldn't it be so pretty to like use the reds and greens and make it glittery and shimmery and beautiful. But I wasn't sure which way I wanted to go, so I was like, I wanted to use some of this Nuvo Glimmer Paste, but I couldn't find the red and green that I wanted, and I didn't want to make another purchase at another store. Oh, here's the name. This is the Moonstone. It's called Moonstone. I was way off base. Anyway, so then I found this, and then I was a little concerned, well, what if, because I have a green glitter Nuvo drop. It's a little bit different. Like these are all a little bit different, but kind of similar. I don't know how they work any different from one another. But that's something I'm going to have to experiment with and play with. But I thought this might be really fun for the red part. If not, I thought I could take some Distress Oxide and, you know, use that on the stencil and then go over the entire stencil with this glimmer paste. So I'm probably going to, at some point, not probably anytime soon, because I'm really over making Christmas cards right now. Like I really want to just kind of move on to something else for the moment. At some point we're going to experiment. Maybe in July we'll do like some Christmas in July type cards. And we're going to do a card using like Distress inks and putting the Nuvo Glimmer Paste over it. And then we'll make another one using just this. Maybe we'll do one with the Distress Oxides and this. I don't know. We'll play around a little bit and we'll see what gives the best result. Okay, so that's everything I purchased from Scrapping for Less. I'm going to zoom out a tiny bit here. From Amazon, I picked up this giant roll of foam adhesive. This is huge. It is 3/4 inches by 38 yards. So it is the thicker mounting tape. I don't mind having to cut it. It's a little bit cheaper than the 1/2 inch. I think I paid about $21 or $22 for that enormous thing. And to give you an idea, I mean, I guess I don't use it on literally everything, but I feel like I use a lot of foam tape. I still have this much left from my last roll. This roll I purchased in June of 2018. And I'm just now getting around to buying another one. And the only reason is I find I'm using it less because I was afraid I was going to run out. Then I'd have to place an order and then I'd have to wait. Because, you know, I'm not one of those Amazon Prime members. Anyway, not that anyone cares about that. But super excited to pick up another one of these rolls. And I forgot how enormous it is. So anyway, I did grab that, and I picked up a mat for my scan and cut. I have 2 mats. They're very well worn. They still hold stuff on there, but they're starting to get to the point where the mat is getting cut through. So I wanted to get an extra one just for when those 2 mats tend to go. Now this fun little thing here, let me back it up a little bit so you can see this. I got this as a Christmas present. I was super surprised. It is the Wendy Vecchi Make Art Station. It's an all-in-one magnetic surface for, it says, for stenciling, aligning, embossing, and creating. So this has this nice size magnet, and it is all there. It definitely has some weight to it. It's slippery, so I don't know if maybe I'll put something on the bottom just to kind of prevent it from sliding across my desk, because you see, like, but anyway, what's really cool about it is it also has these 4 magnets, so you could hold your project down. It also has this magnetic ruler, the grid lines, so this should be fun. So I can't wait to kind of experiment a little bit and play with this. I'm hoping, because it's a shiny surface, that maybe I can do just some distress inking on here, or maybe some watercolor. Like, this would be really nice to just kind of hold stuff down. I don't know. We will see what we can make with this. Now, this does not come with it. This is something additional that the person who purchased this for me added to. So this has, I don't know if this is just coincidence or if this person is aware of my Send a Card Saturday, because these are like envelope stencils, so you can write the person's address in a nice, neat, pretty line, and there are 4 of them, and there's this one here that's really nice too, because you have the return address up there. But for those of you that don't know, Send a Card Saturday, every Saturday I pick a name out of a jar. I have like a little mason jar, and I send that person a card. For no reason other than I want to send more Happy Meal. That's my goal this year. And so I don't know if this is just coincidence, or if this was, hey, I know you're doing this thing, and you know, here's some fun things to do that with. So I have, like, they also sent me like all these different size envelopes and different colors. I'm excited to play with those, and a black glaze pen. So I'm really excited about this. If you're interested in Send a Card Saturday, I do have a YouTube video that explains all the details. Basically, all I ask is that you follow me on some form of social media, either be a subscriber here on YouTube, follow me on Instagram, or like my page on Facebook. You get 1 entry for every one of those forms. So you could get 1 if you just want to do 1, or you could get 3 if you want to follow me on all 3. And then each Saturday I draw a name. So if you're interested, all you have to do is send me an email to @pattercrafts, or not @pattercrafts, sorry, that's my Instagram name. My email is pattercrafts@gmail.com. So if you email me there, just put in your subject line, Send a Card Saturday. Just let me know where you are following, liking, or subscribing, 1, 2, or 3, and your mailing address. I know some people don't necessarily like giving somebody they don't really know their mailing address, but the only reason I'm asking for it up front is because I don't want to have to hunt people down if their name is drawn. I just want to be able to literally, hey, it's this person's name, and I want to go ahead and put the card in the mail on Saturday, so that I send out a card every Saturday. Every person who joins will get at least 1 card from me this year, depending on participation. You could get 2, you could get 3. It also depends on how many times your name is put in the jar. So if you want more information, feel free to message me or go look at that video. But anyway, thank you so very much for joining me. I'm so excited to finally get a few fun crafty items. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to support me and you're not already, please hit subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. But until next time, bye.